Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Winamp. Subscribe to the Daily GizWiz and all your favorite podcasts with the ultimate media player. Download it for free at winamp.com. Video bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by CashFly at CACHEFLY.com. It's time for the Daily GizWiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1262 for Tuesday, January 11th, 2011. Square! The Daily GizWiz is brought to you by Ford and voice-activated sync, featuring true hands-free calling, turn-by-turn directions, 911 assist, and more. Available exclusively on Ford and Lincoln Mercury vehicles.
And now, get ready for Dick.
Hey, it's Dick DeBartolo, Mad's maddest writer, and the GizWiz. It's a new year. It's the old crap on Turn the Table Tuesday.
Leon looks under his desk to find some crap to share. Dick says, put that fork away. It's Turn the Table Tuesday.
Hey, Dickie, how are you? How are you? Good to see you once again.
Yeah. So we had a week off in reality. So you've had 2 weeks for a knockout, amazing, technical, advanced, Turn the Table Tuesday gadget.
You're going to love this. I first heard about it from Dan Hendricks, who's our chat mod.
Oh, yeah, right. I know Dan.
I want to tell you right up front, I have absolutely no use for this gadget. And in all likelihood, neither do you.
Oh, you know what? Then we're even. I've had no use for any of your gadgets for the past 5 years.
But you're going to like this because it's absolutely free.
I like it.
It includes hardware.
I like it a lot.
And can make you money.
I like it super a lot.
It arrived in this mailing package. I went to the website, squareup.com. And I said, yes, send me one of those things. It came in a little package. I said, what is this? This is exciting. And I pulled this out, and that is it. This is a little device that you plug into your iPhone, your iPad, your iPod Touch, or your Android phone. Let me just pop it out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm intrigued.
And it lets you take credit cards. And you know what? All you have to do is set up a free account on the site. It's very this has a little slot in it.
Yes. Oh my word.
Now watch. I'm going to take my iPad here. I'm going to pop it in. It just goes right into the audio jack of the iPad. Okay. And the truth is, if you think about it, this is really very simple. All this is something that will read the barcode and turn it into audio. Then you have to get the free app. I've got it here on the iPad. And download it. You'll have to set up an account at SquareUp. And now I can charge stuff. Now, I don't mean my credit cards. I mean if I'm, and you know where the other place I found out about this.
Leo, you could sell fezzes to the people who come to the studio.
My wife said, I was at the craft fair. You should find out about this. Everybody had these little things plugged into their iPhone, and they could take credit cards. And I said, what? Actually, I kind of knew about it. This was founded by Jack Dorsey, who's the guy who started Twitter. And I've been hearing about it for a while, and it's really kind of a neat idea. Now, you have to slide the credit card through here. I'm going to see if it's going to show my credit card number. I really don't.
Yeah, because you don't want that.
I don't want
if anybody wants it, I do have it.
Unsuccessful swipes. Swipe again. All right, let's try it.
Uh-oh.
Maybe this...
Maybe Henry already used this card one time.
Swipe too slow, it says. Swipe faster. All right. Now, to be honest, I've never done this before, so this is, because I don't take credit cards. What do I need credit cards for? As you said, maybe if I sold fezzes or something, but I don't sell anything, so I'm going to try a different card. I probably can't show you anyway because it'll show my credit card number. Now, the question is, well, how much does this cost? As I said, I know it works. It really does. As I said, It's free to use. It's a free service. Normally, if you want to take credit cards, you have to set up a merchant account. Oh, good, it worked. Okay. So, in fact, it's not showing my whole thing. It's just showing my last 4 digits of my number. But now, okay, so there's the last 4 digits. Let's say I want to charge $100. I enter in $100 or $1. Let's make it $100. Well, let's make it $1. I can say what the item is and all of that stuff. And then I can press the charge button. So there it is, you see. And I can enter another amount. You can say which items there are and so forth. Then I press the charge button. Let's not make sure that that's not going to show anything. Authorizing. Approved. Now I've charged myself $1. So far, I've paid nothing. Now, there is a service charge of 3.75% of the transaction fee. That's pretty comparable to what you'd be paying for a merchant account, right? And 15 cents, I'm sorry, 2.75 plus 15 cents for swiped transactions. If you key in the number, in other words, if you had trouble reading it, it's 3.5% plus 15 cents per transaction. So it's fairly inexpensive to do. Now, one more step we're going to have to do. I'm going to have to sign. And I just go, and I sign it right on the iPad. I press done signing. Again, processing. And I just don't want it to show my number. I guess it won't.
I know.
I guess it won't. And there it goes. Now, this is even cooler. Where should we send your receipt? If you've ever bought anything in the Apple Store, you can say send via email or send to a mobile phone number. You can give the vendor your mobile phone number, and it will then text me a receipt. Or I can send it via email to my address. Leo at Leo. This is so amazing because it's so modern.
Yeah. And what's it called?
I didn't have to. It's called Square. It's from squareup.com.
Square Up.
I didn't have to sign up for a merchant account. I just had to sign up for an account there. They take pretty standard fees. I mean, anytime you have a merchant account, the bank takes a percentage. I think that 2.75 and 3.5% are very typical. 15 cents is, of course, a little bit of additional transactional fee, but not a huge amount. Oh, by the way, always ask for ID. Let me just check to make sure I am who I think I am. Yes, I am. And it is U.S. only. There are some, a little bit of additional things people should be aware of. You do need to set up a bank account. So that the money's transferred into it, right? It says from Square, as a new user will immediately deposit your first $1,001 of sales per week to your bank account, which means you'll have the money by tomorrow up to $1,001. Any remaining amount will take 30 days. So you don't get the amount right away, and that I think that's because you're a new user. And I suspect that turnaround time goes down as you use it over and over again. So this is pretty amazing and transformational, I think, because many of the time, people, if you're at a craft fair, you're selling, let's say you're a collector and you go to a railroad convention. These guys, any vendor can very quickly set up transactions. If you go to squareup.com, you can sign up. It took them about less than a week to get me my my little Square dongle that fits into almost any device. It works on all the iOS devices, but also works just fine on Android devices. There's my dongle, and it goes right into there. If you're at a concert, you're selling. I mean, this is just. And what's cool is, let's say you set up a table to sell T-shirts. So you're a rock band, you sell T-shirts. You can have 10 people, each with one of these things, taking credit cards. You don't have to have one credit card transaction terminal that everybody goes back to all the time. It is really, really cool. So it's hardware plus software. It's absolutely free to acquire. There's the hardware. It's a little dongle that goes into the audio jack of your iPhone or your Android phone or your iPad. Somebody said, what about adult escorts? Yeah, I imagine it's only a matter of time before a variety of people start using this. The device is free. The account is free at squareup.com. That's where you go to sign up for it. And you're ready to take credit cards, which is pretty cool. In fact, I'm going to go to my SquareUp account right now and notice that already I see that $1 that I just charged on my Amex card right there. Notice they took out of the $1, they took 18 cents. So, but a large transaction, that's not going to be Terrible. I am going to, somebody asked, if we meet you on the street, can we tip you with that? And I am going to carry it with me from now on. So if anybody wants to tip me, Dan, who got one too, and I don't think he needs, he has any reason to sell stuff, says he has a friend who gave them all of the credit cards that the cash cards they got for Christmas, the Amex and Visa, cash cards. Had him swipe him. He gave him the cash, and he got the money minus the transaction fee. A good way to cash in on those cards.
Oh.
Isn't that clever? I have to say, this blows me away. When I first heard Jack was starting this, I thought, well, that's kind of a limited market. Boy, was I wrong. I mean, now anybody can take credit cards without the big elaborate thing of going to the bank, setting up a merchant account. It took me minutes to set this up on the website, and it's absolutely free, except for the transaction. If you sell crafts, if you do transactions of any kind, and you have to take cash, I just got a beauty service. All right, I got my eyebrows waxed, and the esthetician said, "Well, I only take cash." I said, "What do you?" I said, "You don't need this. You could take credit cards." Very cool.
Wow.
Yep. Anyway, that's my. Is that good?
Yeah,
Isn't that
it's
interesting?
good. It's great.
Yeah. Just blew my mind. It does not work outside the U.S. Right now, and of course that's always a limitation with this kind of stuff. You got to get the banking or people all over the world involved. But I think it's a very good idea and a very cool service. And now I'm $1 richer. Well, 82 cents. Isn't that very cool? Now, I haven't set up my bank account yet, so you see, where should we deposit your money? So I'll have to set that up. But this will stay in my my account at squareup.com or squareup.com until such time as I need it. There you go. Before we get to our letter of the day, I want to mention our friends at Ford, creators of the great Ford Sync. When I see something like Square and I say, what a great technology, this is what I get excited about. When technology gets out of the way and just does something that you really need, it's like you go, wow, this is why I'm excited about technology. The Ford Sync is a perfect example. You just get in the car, you keep your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road so you're safe, but suddenly you're connected via your smartphone to the outside world. Ford Sync, it will do things like tell you movie times, where the nearest gas station is, where the lowest price gas is. It'll get you there, turn-by-turn directions. In fact, turn-by-turn directions anywhere without any additional GPS package. It will do 911 alerts, which I think is really great. If the airbags are deployed, it automatically will call 911, send them your GPS coordinates. If you're unconscious or injured, don't worry, you get help. I mean, it's things like that. It's just, this is using technology. This is using your noggin to really make a difference in people's lives. And, of course, it's great if you've got an MP3 player. With the iPhone, the iPod Touch that you have, your Nano, any iPod device, when you plug it into the USB port, and all Ford Sync cars have a USB port, you plug it in, it indexes it, and now you can call for songs by name. You could say, you could call for podcasts, play the Daily Giz Wiz, and it'll play it by name. It also has an aux jack, a little audio jack. So if you don't have a compatible device, you can just plug the audio out in. And it does Bluetooth too. So I don't even plug anything in. I've got my phone in my pocket. I get in the car, I start it up, and it connects via Bluetooth. And now I'm listening to my audiobook. You can do things like, say, play next, play previous, play more like that. Stop, pause, rewind, whatever. You've got full control over everything in your car with your voice, and it understands very well. SyncMyRidePodcast.com. Go to the website. You'll find out more about Ford Sync. And, of course, you can always go to your local Ford, Lincoln, or Mercury dealer and give it a try. That's probably the best way. Test drive the Ford Sync at your Ford, Lincoln, or Mercury dealer today. We're so glad to have him back on in 2011. Welcome back, Ford, to the Daily Giz Wiz show. SyncMyRidePodcast.com. By the way, we now, as I said, we're recording this New Year's Day before CES. But we have scheduled an interview with Alan Mulally, once again, the CEO of Ford, sometime during CES. And they are sponsors of our trip to CES, too, so we thank you for it. And I can't wait. I talked to Alan last year. He is the CEO of Ford. Fascinating guy. He designed the cockpit of the 777.
Really?
He was an engineer before he came. I know, this is a smart guy. Before he came to Ford, he was a designer and engineer at Boeing. I guess it's Boeing, right? And was responsible for some of the best modern airplanes out there, including the 777. Yeah. Wow. So that's kind of neat. I mean, this guy knows technology. It's no surprise that the sync is built into the Ford because Alan is like a geek, like us.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last time. Last year,
was?
Well, I thought I'm interviewing the CEO of Ford. I got a tie on, a jacket, and everything.
You can try all dressed up, right?
Yeah, and he's wearing a sweater. Of course, watch. This time, I'll wear a sweater, and he'll wear a necktie.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But either way, wear pants.
I think that's good advice.
Yeah.
Now, Dick, you know,
I'm not a fashion guru.
No, I think you're right. I think that's basic, fundamental advice that's absolutely critical. You know, it's been a while since I've read letters. I don't know if I have. Have you sent me any?
I've not sent you a letter in the last week.
Oh, thanks, Dick.
Okay.
Can I just make an appeal right here, right now? If you're listening to this show, yeah, sure, you think, oh, Leo doesn't read email. Just send it. Just send it to Dick. Well, Dick isn't going to forward it to me. He's okay, I got one, actually. You did forward it to me. I take it back.
I did, okay.
From Blue Green Yoshi, our good friend.
Oh, yes, I did. I forgot.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you forwarded it to me 2 weeks ago, but I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Dear Dick DeBartolo, notice no mention of me.
Well, they know that until I approve it.
Right. It doesn't
you're not
get on.
Read it.
This is actually one I'd like to address. He says, I was checking my Facebook news page, as I do daily, and one of my friends posted about a site called Spokeo, Spokeo.com. Apparently, it's a marketing aggregation site that knows a whole heck of a lot about you. To give you 2 examples, I typed in Leo Laporte and Conan O'Brien. I found both, and links to their info is below. Now, I'm not going to do it, but if you click the links, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
I tried looking you up, Dick, but you have stealthily hidden your information from the site.
Yes.
That's because he searched for Giz Wiz. Good man. My intent isn't to alarm anyone about the site, but I thought it might be something Leo would like to share on the Daily Giz Wiz or nationally on his radio show, just as a way for people to easily find out what marketers know about him. Chad Masters, a.k.a. Blue Green Yoshi, your loyal listener and part-time merrymaker. So let me talk about Spokeo, because I've been getting this email a lot, and I get it about every year. People go, oh, and they find this, and they email me, and they say, do you know this? And yes, I do. And here's the reason I'm in it and you're not. All real estate transactions, by law, are public. Many other transactions are, by law, public. The problem is that, you have to go to City Hall to find them. Spokeo and other companies like them pay humans to go down and record all these transactions and enter them into computer databases where they can put them online. And people, if you go to Spokeo, they'll give you some information. They say, you want more, you're going to have to pony up. Dick, I'm guessing you're a renter.
I am, but I ended up on Spokeo, and someone sent me an email about it. And then I went into the privacy thing, and then I went into something else. And there is like a 5-step.
Yeah, I've done it. Didn't work, did it?
It did work for me because Blue Green Yoshi said my stuff didn't come up. But maybe yours did come back up again.
Well, I did it. Maybe I did it before I bought my most recent house. In other words, they don't care. They don't care about your privacy. But also, this stuff is public. It's not like it's not public. It's just easier to find now. So, it's things like...
There was a thing at CES 2, maybe it was just last year, a dating service where it said, if you want to date someone, pay us $25 and we'll send you a file on them. And the woman said, just give me your email address and I'll tell you what we have on you. They have who you work for. They have amazing amounts of stuff. But you're right. It's all stuff that they've gathered from every conceivable source.
So, for instance, they don't have my phone number in here. They have my
They
mostly
do now.
Thank you for submitting that.
They said, I said, I want my information taken off there. And they said, oh, yeah? Can you give us some information on other people? I said, oh, okay. What do you want? Leah's credit card, home phone? What do you need?
And the truth is, there's a site called Zillow, which you've been to. And as you walk around, you can see who owns a house and how much they paid for it. I mean, because this stuff is public record, the difference is in the old days, you had to go to the local city hall and get those records. Yes. Which they gladly give you. You just walk up to the clerk and say, I'd like the record for this address, and they say, here. So what Spokio's done is they've hired people to go in, do that, and maybe not even Spokio, maybe the people that Spokio bought the database from, but somebody's done that. So take it with a grain of salt. I found it not all to be completely accurate, but it's...
You don't live in a palace.
I don't. Although it's a little creepy because when you start merging these databases, as they've done, say, with Google Street View, you can actually go to that site, not only find where I live, but see a picture of it, like the Street View picture of it. That's a little creepy, but nothing you can do about it. It's just the law, and you can, I'll go remove my stuff from Spokio, but I don't. It's like, please, there's a million other sites where it still is. To remove a listing from Spokio, enter the URL of your profile. All right, I'm going to do that. Anyway, thank you for Blue Green Yoshi for the email. Thank you, Dick DeBartolo, for not mocking my pick of the week.
No. It's good. It was very good.
Oh, it's really good. It's chewy. Kind of chocolate flavored.
You just ate the square up?
That wasn't candy?
I think. No. Oh, well, never mind. It'll come out the way the coffee came in.
I guess I won't be taking credit cards anymore. I'll see you next time, Dick.
I'll be here.
DAILY. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz.
It makes its own gravy.
Yeah.